Hey everyone, this is Celicia Peterson from Cornerstone Real Estate Professionals. Today is January 10th and it's super rainy outside. It's kind of gloomy, which is unique for Utah. Often it's really snowy right now and even getting a little bit of crummy air and a bit of an inversion. So it's exciting to have the rain here pushing the crummy air out, but it makes things kind of muddy and gross out there as the snow melts. I just wanted to take a few minutes. I know you guys have received the Marketing Housing update in the mail, and I just wanted to go over that a little bit because those are national numbers. They're not local specific numbers for Utah. And we all know that Utah is a very unique state. We have a lot of unique, fabulous qualities, which really affects a lot of our numbers. So I wanted to take a couple minutes to go through this. The most recent we have out from utahrealestate.com goes back to November. December numbers won't come out for a couple more weeks. And also we have economic forecast update from the state coming up in a couple weeks. So we'll have updated numbers for the forecast from there. So we're just rolling off of the data that we have. Once I'm in that economic forecast and I have the new numbers, I'll jump back on and give you an update with that. But I keep getting the same question over and over about the market, how things are going. And it's funny, people just say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you're in the housing market again. And I just kind of giggle because I am so excited to finally be able to negotiate and make a deal and sell some real estate. It's been kind of rough for those buyers the last couple of years. And now finally we're able to put something together and make a win-win for all parties. So I'm going to share my screen real quick and go over these. And see what we got. Okay, so first off, this is the flyer that you would have gotten in the mail in your mailing, and it talks about how the existing home sales were down almost 24% in nationwide. So we're talking, this is year over year on this side, and this side is in comparison to last November to this November. So a little bit tweaked, a little bit different, but so keep that in mind, but it shouldn't be too terribly far off. So with us in Utah, we're down a bit more. So we're down 44% from November to November. We also got to remember that there's a seasonal cycle in Utah that we like to kind of slow down after school gets going. The snow flew actually really early. It was right around the 1st of November. I think we might have had a couple snowstorms in October this year, which is more traditional for Utah, but a little different than what we had seen in the last few years. And then going into the holidays, Utah really, really loves their Christmas, and that starts way too early, in my opinion. And they also love their Halloween, which also starts way too early, in my opinion, which kind of slows things down a little bit on the buyer front. And you can see that reflected in our average days on market. It went up only 3 days. So average was 39 days. When I logged in this morning, we're closer to 50, 54 days on market. But the good news is that still means that we're in a seller's market. Average is pushing 3 months of inventory. So that's like 90 days. That's a good, solid, balanced, not distressed average days on market. So we're still sitting good. We're good, guys. But one thing I really love is the median sold price. That is so awesome for Utah. I never thought I'd see that when I moved here 22 years ago. But it's great. And we're up just a little bit. So 1.9% from this year to last year. Everyone that's crying that values are going down, there's a problem there. it's not happening. The most recent forecast that I was in is that it's going to stay probably between 2023, 2024 will probably stay a little bit stagnant. But then once we get all our interest rates under control and people start falling into normal and realizing that interest rates were just kind of discounted the last handful of years, that this is actually a healthy place to go. But if we look at the inventory, so this looks a little bit dramatic when we go from 22 is only 2,900 homes that we've listed so far, and there was 3,700 last year. But that's a 700 difference. And remember, supply and demand. So the less amount of listings, the more demand there is. So it's actually not necessarily a bad thing. That's a good sign that we're still trying to get balance, that we're still able to sell some real estate because of that. So I just wanted to ease your guys' mind a little bit. This is kind of growing pains. This happens when we normalize, but we all know that it needed to happen. We've been saying that for years, that this was the last couple of years were just so extreme, so unhealthy. Crisis is a very good word. That being able to get back to healthy is a very good thing. So go ahead and pass this information around. If anybody else is kind of a numbers geek like I am, feel free to share this video. And in the meantime, I hope you guys stay dry and have a very happy new year.